Hello, my YouTube friends. Tim with Outdoors4Adventure. What you're looking at here is the fridge that I ordered. Pretty big box. This was, I believe they said 60 liters. It's wrapped up really well. And I'm actually going to put some gloves on and cut all this plastic off of it and take it out of the box. I'm not going to film me taking everything out. So the next time you see it, it will just be the freezer, because I'm going to get all this stuff out of the house. So we will catch up with you in a little bit. Okay guys, I'm back. Have to excuse my birds in the background. They're always singing. But I've got the freezer out of the box, and I didn't record that because I had gloves on. I really didn't want to be touching my phone while I was handling the packing materials. And I have already scrubbed this box with disinfectant. Now, you're looking at the front of the box, and it seems to be made really well. These are pretty strong latches here on both doors. The walls are really thick. This is a jacket that you can put around the cooler. It was included in the deal that I got, and it was in plastic, and it was in here. And then this all was in a box, and I've already taken it out of the box, and I got all the cardboard out of here. And I said I've scrubbed everything up in here. So yeah, I mean, there's plenty of room in here. And this particular unit is a dual controlled unit. So you can have this side as a refrigerator and this side as a freezer. Or you can do both as a freezer or both as a refrigerator, from what I've read. So, really nice. And like I said, the insulation, the walls are nice and thick. Doors open easy. Now these are just plastic holds, so you want to be careful when you open your door. You don't want to push it back too far, because those will break. But you got your controller here, and then as you come around to the side, you have a fuse, which is 15 amp, and then you have your DC plug, and you have your AC plug. You have, they're plastic hinges on the doors, but they're pretty heavy. I don't think we'll have no problem with it. Of course, a vent in the back for breathing to keep that compressor cool. Nice heavy handles. They're spring loaded, so they go back, they fold back into the housing. But I'm going to put the case on it here in just a bit, and I'll give you some shots of that once I figure it out. Okay, as you can see, I've got the cover on. It's really easy to put on. The cover pretty thick, and it's weatherproof, And it looks really nice. I really like this. Now this flap, it just velcros down. Right, I forgot to lock my doors, but anyway, to access the freezer, you're gonna have to unzip the top, which is really easy. And then when you lift it up, the whole thing will fold over. It was a nice heavy zipper. There's also a pocket on the side where you could store your cords. And this unzips, okay? You can unzip this all the way. And you can see that the cooler actually sits in. There's a bottom on here too. And it has holes cut out where the little feet legs are. Now imagine that in case you want to put rollers on it, or if you need to fasten it to something, so you can access those corners through this case. Now I haven't figured out for sure what I'm going to do there, but more than likely this thing will stay in this case all the time. I'll have to hold this up. I need two hands almost to do it. But you just unzip the lid to get to the lids, to open them up. Like I said, these are pretty stout locks right there. I guess they're not locks, they're just latches. And a lock system I will come up with. But you got clear plastic here to access your control panel. And there's netting where all the air vents are. Cut out for your control ports. Cut out for your handles. Another vent with netting. And there's netting on the back. Very nice case. If you're going to buy this, you can buy them without this cover. But if you're going to get this cooler, go ahead and get this cover. It is going to be worth the money. It just adds that extra protection when the unit's outside, and it adds insulation to keep your stuff cold. And there it is. And it looks really nice. You know, I looked at the dimensions before I bought it, and it actually is bigger than what I thought it was going to be. I'm not going to plug it in today. I'm going to let this thing sit for a while because I'm not for sure if they had it sitting on its side or end or, you know, or what. So I'm going to let everything kind of flow into place. And tomorrow I'll plug it in and we'll test it out. But this is the cooler. This thing was packaged very well. There was no dents or scratches on it that I could see. So I think I got a pretty good unit. All the reviews I've read on the line about this thing's been pretty much to the positive. A whole lot more positive than negative. And I gave $799 for the fridge and the cover on Amazon. So if y'all are looking for one, it looks like it's a well-made unit, but until I can use it and test it going down some rough roads and, you know, out in hot weather, we're not going to know how it's going to hold up. The reviews I've read say that it works fine, but you know, until I actually use it, I'm not going to know. And I'm still waiting on my 100-watt solar panel to get here to help charge my battery to run the system when it's in the truck. So soon we'll be testing that too, and I'll show you what I got there. So until then, y'all hit that subscribe button, give us a thumbs up, click that bell for notifications, and we will be back soon with more reviews on this ICECO refrigerator.